There? You don't know anything at all about us!
You know, talking down to people isn't very nice.
It would have been better if we'd done this after you had a chance to get to know us a little more.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
I'm Harry Potter.
The police won't be able to handle him, but it should be easy for me.
Celica, don't do this!
I'm not the guy she needs right now. What do you want me to do next, Orca?
Hand over the ring.
Don't you worry, Professor. I'll get it back.
Are you willing to join me?
Can't. I've got to go pump some iron.
Brace!
Did you find some more strays?
Don't worry, I'll protect you. Come on, let's go. And all those voices still won't go away!
What's up, all you cool cats and kittens? Hello, good morning, everybody. Hi, guys. Kilowake is hissing at me. Pearl Heart, Explorer of Sky, Prickly Bun throwing some party 2Bs. Strange Charm Quark with a dabbing 9S. A few of them. Splinter Franks. Hello, Unattractive Potato Salad.
Greetings, Professor.
Anon
Nothing to
Fanon.
report.
Conquial. Jerome Doctor Who. It's Kendra, thank you so much for the resub. Oh God, Kyle, it's been so long.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
I know. Splinter Franks, thank you so much for the sub. Iame, I think I saw you resubscribed right before I hit, right before the intro finished and said, yay! Thank you, guys. Hello. I don't remember the last time I touched Twitch until today. Yeah, so, hi, it's been a while. I streamed last night, actually. USA Hime, thank you so much for the 75 bits. Nice to see you again, it's been a minute. I know. I streamed last night on this channel for the first time in, I think,
Greetings,
maybe a year?
Nothing to report.
Definitely several months, at the very least. Raiden2480, thank you so much for the subscription. Are we playing Nemesis today, Kyle? No. Yeah, last night I just popped on for a couple hours playing some Dead by Daylight, and I'm trying to think, did I get away as a survivor at all? I think only the one round where where the killer was AFK, I think. But when I played as killer, I annihilated everyone, and it was fun. Anyway. Today, we're going to be getting back into the swing of things with what I normally do on this channel, which is playing stuff that I am in. And today, I'm going to be playing a game that I've been meaning to give some attention for a long while. I was meaning to do it for a while before I inadvertently took a hiatus from streaming on this channel. So, without further ado, let's get to it, shall we? Arcadia Fallen is the name of this game. Haha, that's not the game, silly. You silly. Hit that button, and that should fix it. Come on now. Come on now, do the thing. Come on now. It's not doing the thing. One more time? Maybe? There we go. There's the game right there. Arcadia Fallen, The Legend of the Spirit Alchemist. And let me just make sure you guys are hearing that game, right? Yeah, you are. Good. Okay. So, this is a super indie, romance, kind of choose-your-own-adventure novella with some puzzly stuff to it. And it was one that I was surprised at the meatiness of the acting I got to play. Yeah, it's a romance game, it's Kalu. I don't think you can romance my character, though. We'll find out. I don't remember. Maybe it's not fully voiced. Maybe there's more to it than I know. This was recorded still pre-vaccines, but post-COVID existing. So, this should be fun. This should be fun. Oh, we have a guest? Welcome! I was just about to tell a story. And I think I may just have found the perfect main character. What do we call you? Kyle, your couch is freaking out behind you. Yeah, that you remember this, right? You remember this nonsense. Because the background removal doesn't want to remove the chair I sit in. I'm gonna go ahead and move over to this corner. That's better. Arcanum Symphonis, thank you so much for the resub. 23 months. Hey, it's been way too long. Good to see you back. Good to be back, my friend. Choose my name. Oh, I gotta type it. Tippity type. We're gonna call ourselves Nines. You know, as we do.
A fine name. Let us put a face to it.
We got some board and barrel friends in the chat making jokes about, oh, that's cool, there's an androgynous option for gender. I'm gonna go with something that looks like me, I think. I have 2 hairstyle choices. That's probably closer. What are these colors? Oh, okay, so this is hair color. Ooh. On Sunday we kill Kyle, on Tuesdays we date Kyle. There you go. What happened to the brown I had at the start? I think it was that. I'm not that pasty white, am I? I'm still pretty close. That looks about right. We'll go with that. I'm wearing a brown shirt today. Wait, no, this is eyes. Eye color. I have pretty brown eyes. Not pretty as in like they are pretty, but like fairly brown. Relatively brown. Or a lot brown. Anyway. I'm wearing a brown shirt today, so we'll go with that. Humble much? Yeah, thanks, Dustin. We'll match the collar. And there we go. My pronouns are he, him. Voice choices.
I'll do it. Tell me about...
I have some questions.
Hi.
I don't know who those voices are, but we're gonna go with the masculine voice.
Nines, are you ready to become a legend?
From the shimmer of light in the workshop, you felt safe to the broken glass in the streets, reflecting a fright. Desperation can set the stage for acts of villainy, and heroes may need to confront their demons in more ways than one. For a choice to be made, you must overcome the binding and twining of souls are bound, so strong that they just keep you going tall. Yes, you, what will you do when the call for action beckons you to choose? Yes, you, what will you be? A hero, a villain, or a monster indeed?
That song's a bop! I was Ronan. I was the blonde dude that we saw towards the beginning.
To the east, way past even the capital of Erodos, lies a small town known as Anemone Valley. In the town sits a very special shop. Despite its modest size, the store is visited by most, for it is the only one of its kind in the town. A store that sells alchemy. It is owned by Elizabeth, a master of her craft and well respected among those who buy her wares. And you just happen to be her apprentice.
Thank you for your purchase. Please come again.
Your master is firm but kind in her teachings. She treats the herbs with religious dedication. For the better part of your life, you have been trying to learn as much as you can from her.
We are running low on headache remedies. Would you mind handling the rune table for a moment?
We're gonna be a jokester.
You know, if people were a little more friendly in the morning, maybe they wouldn't get all these headaches?
A fine argument that I'm sure you won't mind repeating when the next ill-tempered customer steps into our store.
Point taken. I'll get to work.
I feel like I know that voice and I can't place it. Sounds kind of like Joe, actually, but he plays somebody else in this game.
The rune table is an artifact provided to alchemists by the School of Magic. It runs on a core of controlled magic and can be manipulated by anyone with the proper training. It is, of course, not as powerful as an actual mage, but it is quite practical for making household charms and remedies. Headache cures being one of the more popular options. You get to work preparing the ingredients as a tall man with an intimidating glare enters the store.
This guy's gonna be an asshole.
What can I do for you today, sir?
Spare me. Just give me the usual. Make it quick. I don't want to stick around in this creepy freak show any longer than I have to.
Right. One remedy coming right up.
Behind the man, a shadow moves. A child peeks out, staring around the room with big, frightened eyes. You haven't seen the kid around the shop before. By the looks of it, he's been told one too many tales of child-eating potion makers.
Should we frighten him? I'm gonna take a poll on this one. Eat the child. Choices. Frighten, smile, ignore. 1 minute on the clock, starting right now. Get those votes in on the poll, everybody. That poll that's up at the top of the screen right there. There's the results. I just imagine you picking, give them a soft kiss on the head, and them, how dare you, I will end you for this atrocity. Tell him he's adopted. Oh, you guys. I don't see any poll on mobile. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Tell him Santa isn't real. I'm just trying to find the credits online. It was Sean. That's exactly who it is. Sean Chiplock is the one voicing the player character. All right, smile. We're gonna smile. Smile and wave. That's what you kids selected. That's what we'll do.
You smile at the kid and give a friendly wave. At first, he freezes, realizing he has been caught, but then he slowly emerges and gives a shy wave back. Elizabeth coughs to get your attention, and you realize she's looking at you expectantly. Oh right! The potion!
Begin by placing lavender into the table. Okay. A? I feel like this is not... Turn the center wheel. Turn the left wheel. Match any pattern to the right by mixing the ingredients in the center. I do not know how this works. I'm struggling because I'm moving stuff around and it's not letting me do anything. Probably because it's tutorial, so I can only push the one button right now. Match any pattern to the right by mixing ingredients in the center. Okay. So we need to get that. Oh wait, that's for standard. We want strong. There we go. Right? Yeah. That's how that works.
Hand over the potion. You hand the potion to Elizabeth.
Here you go, sir. One extra strong headache remedy.
Elizabeth hands the potion to the customer, who pays with a grunt and nothing more.
The kindness and grace of humanity never cease to amaze me.
Do not judge them all by this man's example, Nines.
Magic has been feared in this nation for a long time. He was simply one of the few acting upon his fears. I'm proud of the way you handled that. I know it's difficult to keep calm with someone like that in the store. Let's sulk. Came here for help and he got it. Could have at least said thank you.
So that's how it is.
You are right, but people like us have to pick our battles carefully, lest we end up in a position where we can do nothing at all. But enough of that. I have another job for you. We just used up the last of the lavender making that remedy. Would you be so kind as to go and buy some more?
So,
You could always just use Nightshade instead. A good 3-day nap ought to cure a headache better than any painkillers. Let us try not to have the soldiers come to arrest us for the attempted murder of random citizens, all right? Spoil sport. Anyway, I'll be off then. See you in a bit.
You gather your things, then leave the store with a small wave.
How's it going, Fiery Roy Mustang? On a short lunch break? Cool. Planning on cosplaying the 8th Doctor from Doctor Who, the TV movie. Wow. Alright, Jerome. I can't do anything except just hit A. What the dog doing? Barking. Always.
The flower shop smells heavenly. Strange exotic plants growing everywhere, their colors vibrant, glowing with the faintest hint of magic.
Come in, come in. Here to pick up supplies, I presume? Oh, perfect timing. Today's been so slow. I was going quite mad. How are things?
The owner, Quinn, has had the store for a little over a year. First full year of the small town having their very own mage.
We'll go sarcastic. Oh, you know, customers just really know how to make you feel appreciated for the hard work we do at the shop.
Oh, dear.
That bad, huh? I guess I should count my blessings that I haven't had any I guess I should count my blessings that I haven't had any customers today. It is only natural that things are a bit tense. After the Ivy Woods wilted, people are suspecting some wicked magic to be at work. Which, of course, means people are less keen on coming near us magi folks. Yeah, let's start asking questions. What happened to the Ivy Woods?
How curious.
You haven't heard? And here I thought small town news was supposed to travel fast. Yesterday, an entire section of the forest just died. I've wanted to go and gather some samples, see if perhaps it's a rare disease killing the trees. But I can't leave the shop, and I don't want to be caught out there investigating. People might start suspecting that I was the one who did it, and I really don't need that kind of attention. What kind of samples do you need?
Actually,
Anything would do at this point. A cutting from a dead tree, pinch of the dirt. It could all tell me something about how it died.
I'll do it.
I can go and get it for you. The forest isn't that far, and it might help.
absolutely not.
Elizabeth would kill me if she found out I'd sent you out there alone. It's dangerous, you know? No one but trained demon hunters would or should go near the area. No, it's better to let the officials handle this. I'm sure they'll figure out the cause soon enough. Hopefully then, things will calm down. It sounds so boring, though. Well, take it from someone who grew up in a school of kids who randomly set things on fire by accident. Sometimes boring is good.
Tell me about...
You said it was a slow day. No customers came by today? You're the first. It is quite odd. By this time, I usually have at least a couple of people poke their heads in, out of curiosity, if anything. But today has been completely quiet. I was starting to wonder if perhaps I'd missed some kind of local holiday tradition. How's it going, Aldo Iscariote? I'm saying your name wrong. I'm sorry. But greetings. Greetings to Mexico. But I guess in the end, people are just wary of magic due to what happened to the forest. It's sad.
What do you mean?
People are suspecting magic? People always suspect magic. It's always easier to blame something you don't understand, especially when you are only exposed to hearsay and rumors. The people out here don't experience the good sides of magic. Like the self-driving wagons and other handy devices created by the tinkers in Erodas, or the grand theater shows of the illusionists down south. Your shop is quite wonderful in its own right, though.
Thank you.
Aw. And I do believe the people here are warming up to me. After all, flowers and herbs are hardly something you can create much controversy over. Which is also why it was I, and not some firework tinker, who was sent here. You were sent here? Wait, firework tinkers? Tinkers? What are those?
So,
You didn't choose to come here yourself? Oh no, darling. When a mage graduates from the academy, we are assigned a shop to practice our craft. We do get to make proposals for where we'd like to go, but ultimately it's up to a council to distribute the graduates. They will consider the needs of the towns and cities and the danger the mage might pose if they work without supervision. I, for one, am quite happy with where I ended up. You
really?
actually like it here? I thought you'd want to be somewhere more lively, like in one of the capitals or something.
Just imagine.
Oh no, that's way too dull. I wouldn't learn anything in a forest of bricks. Out here, I'm right in the center of the greatest garden of all. Not to mention the fascinating underground of the magic mines. The energy coursing through the soil here is completely unique, and I keep finding new specimens that would make the students back at the college green with envy. Going back a little bit.
Really?
There are seriously mages who just make fireworks? Of course, but they are not just fireworks. They are the best, most beautiful fireworks on the continent. Created to dazzle and entertain, they're a marvelous sight to behold. Let's do... that. That sounds like a dream. I'd love to see that one day.
Actually,
You'll have to go to the capital to see it, I'm afraid. Such magic has to be performed under strict supervision. But it is worth the journey, for sure. I have no more questions.
Actually...
Elizabeth sent me to get lavender, if you have any.
Oh,
Of course. The world can't go round without the madam's great headache remedy, can it now? Give me a second.
Quinn finds the herbs you asked for, and you pay for your wares.
Come back soon.
Do say hi to Elizabeth for me when you get back. My kid's a big 9S fan, and I was wondering if you can greet him with his voice just this once, please.
Sure.
It's this way. Hiya, Axel! Glory to mankind! Hope that works for you, Aldo. Katy Perry was always the true firework mage. Okay.
It is getting late, but the streets are still buzzing with activity. Citizens are making their final rounds, shopping and greeting friends while walking home from work. A bard is sitting on the stones at the square, entertaining a small group of children, and you find yourself pausing to listen in as he spins his tale.
And then, the Witch Queen of the North raised an army of demons from the depths of the mountains and laid waste to the lands. It was a time where wild magic ruled, and the people of this continent were bent under its heel.
The children gasp and huddle closer together, and you smile. You've heard this story many times before, and know just where it's going.
But then, from the ashes of a burned nation, rose 7 heroes.
This is a game called Arcadia Fallen. Super indie, somewhat romance game, I think. A little bit puzzly, very, very narrative driven. Pretty short one, but I voiced one of the characters in it, and I've been meaning to give it some attention because these guys were really great to work with, and I'm glad to finally be playing it on stream, no less.
They were the chosen ones, the Paragons, and together they rallied the people and beat back the demon Scourge and their evil mistress.
The children cheer! It's quite good.
Once the battle was over, they formed the Empire. A nation governed not by magic, but by people. The first Paragon traveled south and built the Seven Winds Academy, a school to teach the next generations of mages so that magic may never again be used for chaos. The second Paragon traveled the continent to rid it from the remains of the witch's ilk. During his travels, other heroes chose to join his ranks, and that is how the Order of the Demon Hunters was formed. The remaining 5 set out to each build a great city. Cities that would later become the capitals of the Empire. And in the central capital built by Alethros, their leader, stand 7 seats, each representing one of the 7 rulers of the Empire. And from these seats, their successors still rule to this day. The end.
There's clapping and cheering, with some of the adults around politely joining in. But then one child raises their hand, head tilted in curiosity in the way that only children can do.
But, Mr. Bard, sir, you say there are 7 seats, but my mom says there are only 6. Why should the mages have a seat?
The air suddenly tenses. The market has gone quiet. All eyes now turn to the bard, who remains unfazed, smiling.
That's the thing about stories. Sometimes they don't actually end, even if the bard has said so. They become the beginning of something new.
He turns slightly. You swear for a moment he is looking straight at you. before he shrugs.
But alas, I was only paid to tell you rascals one tale for today. So, that particular sequel will have to wait for another time.
There's a collection of groans of dismay, but the kids get up and leave. You too figure you've lingered long enough and continue on your way. You have almost reached home, but come to a halt when you hear someone cry out. Your head whips around toward a dark side street. People around you keep walking, ignoring the sound, even as it grows louder. Can't they hear? You glance around, but see no reaction. Everyone just carries on, apathetically. You know you should probably do the same. You can vividly imagine Elizabeth's disapproving stare. But the darkness of the alley beckons you, and you leave the busy street to investigate. A man is standing over the form of a young girl, or what appears to be a girl.
Really, there's no need for this. I was simply a bit lost, you see. I didn't mean to wander into your town uninvited. Just let me go, and I'll be out of your hair for good. Gone. Whoosh.
You expect me to believe that, spirit? I am not fooled by your petty tricks and illusions. I see you, and I am going to make sure whatever wicked scheme you have planned ends right here.
I swear, I'm not planning anything.
Demons spawn like you don't belong in this world. Die, you filthy creature!
He is going to kill her! You have to do something. But what?
The adventurous version or the kind version, either way, we're gonna go in and stop him. Kindness for the girl or the thrill of adventure. We're gonna go with, that poor girl needs my help.
Stop that! You're hurting her!
The man spins around. His eyes are crazed, dangerous, and familiar.
You.
A chill runs down your spine as something flashes in the man's eyes. You could have sworn they almost looked red.
You're that old hag's apprentice, aren't you? You lure people with your pretty potions and promises of healing. But in the end, you're just the same. You... Magic scum like you should all just die.
He moves so fast. There's a blur of movement, and then you feel a sharp pain in your chest. You look down and see the hilt of a knife, a bloom of red growing outwards, staining everything. Weirdly, you almost don't feel the pain. Shock is making the strangest of thoughts suddenly relevant.
So, that's what a lot of blood looks like. It's thicker than I imagined, and more red.
Game over. Super cool game, right, guys?
You really saved me there. I'm sorry this had to happen. Let me see. Ouch, yeah. He got you real good, didn't he? Pierced the heart.
As someone who has been stabbed, that is surprisingly accurate. Jay, the life that you have lived. It staggers me sometimes.
Humans need hearts, I am certain of that. And such a kind heart, too. Don't be scared. I'll fix it, I promise. It won't be easy, though. It really isn't quite the state. I think I can mend
Greetings,
it.
Professor. Nothing to
I
report.
need something to stick it together. Your soul, I mean.
DJ Music Studio, thank you so much for the resub. 56 months you've been with Hacker Clan, a sub to keep you alive. Well, thank you. Thank you, DJ Music Studio. What is it with Kyle playing broody assassins? You know, I don't know.
No use mending the body when you're, well, dead.
We went from date Kyle Tuesdays to be stabbed by Kyle Tuesdays.
Sorry. That was rather insensitive, wasn't it? Nothing wrong with being dead. I mean, it happens to all of us, but... Oh, right. Not important. Just a moment. I'll fix you right up.
Ouch. My head.
Yeah. Sorry about that. You knocked your head pretty bad when you fell. We should get you a potion for that.
You blearily force your eyes open. You are still in the alleyway, but the street has gone quiet, and the afternoon light has faded. You must have been unconscious for a while.
Jesse Barb, I would love to see a Red Sun plushie. That sounds awesome. Could you please do a little greeting of him for my friend, Soundwave? She's a huge fan of him. Let me think. Greetings, Soundwave, you peasant. I hope you're having an adequate day. There. Satisfied? Okay, moving on.
Your hand flies up to your chest, expecting to find the knife still sticking out. But there is no wound.
It doesn't hurt, right? Honestly, I don't know much about human skin, so I kind of just stitched it together the best I could.
We're gonna go with that.
What just happened? That guy, where did he go? What's going on?
He left. I, hid myself in the trash. So when he was done with you, he went off to search for me. I am terribly sorry about all this. Usually I'm much more careful. You're safe now, though. I promise. That guy was really something, though. To think a spirit would go as far as to possess a human like that? I know the whole humans against magic thing doesn't make for the best of relationships, but there's no need to be rude. Oh, I'm so sorry. You're probably confused, right? Please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Let's go with this one first.
I met that guy earlier today. He wasn't nice back then either, but the way he treated you was horrible.
Well, you know, humans don't usually care much for spirits. They're supposedly illegal, after all. Chaotic magic, dangerous, yada yada.
I want to see if I can adjust. Yeah, let's boost the voice volume more. Just a little bit quiet.
This guy was particularly aggressive about it, though. His heart has a lot of hate inside it, which is probably the reason why the mean spirit decided to take it.
And I'm gonna lower the volume of the music. We'll go there. Who are you?
So, who are you?
Ah, right. I'm so sorry. I should have introduced myself, shouldn't I? I'm Mime. I'm a spirit, I believe you would say. A friendly one, though. Don't worry.
That guy... His appearance changed all of a sudden. The horns, the red eyes. He looked like some kind of monster.
My guess is that some mean spirit latched onto his anger and possessed him. The spirit must have been quite powerful, too. To spark a physical transformation like that? I wonder what it was doing here. Anyway, the best course of action would be to stay far away from that guy, but I guess you already figured that out the hard way.
He got hotter.
So, thank you for saving me, but why are you still here? Aren't you afraid more people like that guy will show up?
Well, you see, I might be kinda, sorta bound here to you.
What?
I didn't mean to, I'm sorry. But you were all dead and broken, and all the pieces didn't want to stick together, and I panicked, and I may have somehow linked myself to your soul in order to bind it to your body.
Your choice will affect Mime's path going forward. Well, then we got a poll on this one. I know what my inclination is, but, choose! Angry. Whoa, that's not how you spell angry. Or forgiving. 1 minute on the clock. Let's get this poll going. Go for it, kids. Dee 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 dee. Pew. I always feel bad being mean to characters in games. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I figured this was where people would land. Mime will remember this. Yeah. In before Mime stabs you at the end of the game. Forgiving. Oh, hey, I gotta get back into the game window. There we go.
You saved my life. The method might not have been ideal, but I really can't blame you for helping me.
I know. I should have done better, and I shouldn't have... Huh? You forgive me? Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. Don't worry. We'll find some way to fix this. I'm sure of it.
Jay says, always forgive the person who puts your pieces together. Pineapple Shark says, that's pretty sage life advice. Yeah, I would agree. We'll go with this one.
If we work together, I'm sure you and I can find a way to fix this.
Thank you. You're right. We'll find a way to solve this. I don't know how to fix this, but I do know someone who might. I'll take you there. Though, She's going to be so mad at me.
You and Mime both pause and listen. While you were talking, quiet night has erupted into a steady swell of voices. A sinister feeling makes the hairs on your neck stand on end, and Mime scurries closer to you, the small spirit having grown quite pale.
Something doesn't feel right. I think we should leave now.
She tugs you by the sleeve, and you follow her to the end of the alley, only to stop short at a sudden smell slithering down the streets. Smoke.
Bork, bork, bork.
Your eyes grow wide as you spot the flickering lights in the distance, a feeling of dread settling in your stomach.
The shop.
Hey! Wait!
Don't get attacked again. Come on, Crowley. Jay says, don't get attacked again. You don't know how to fight. You haven't had your montage yet. What's he borking at? Anything and everything. All day long, he sits on the couch, looks out the window, and yells at anyone who passes by. This looks interesting. What are the platforms? Also, hello, Kyle and crew. I actually don't know if Arcadia Fallen is available on any platforms outside of Steam. You'd have to look. This was a Kickstarter project. They kickstarted this game, and it's very indie, but it's very cute.
By the time you get there, a large group of people has gathered in front of the shop, and a wicked tension is in the air.
It's on Switch, too, okay.
Child eater! Get out of our town!
Burn the witch!
The yelling feels unbearably loud. A young man picks up a rock and throws it through a window. The sound of shattering glass is drowned out by the cheers rising from the crowd.
I spend all day curing these people's hangovers, and this is the thanks I get? It's actually not their fault. Not entirely, I mean. They have been caught up in a frenzy. Their fears are being amplified by very strong spirit magic. It's drawing them all towards something inside the shop. How do you know that? It's a spirit thing. I can sort of sense the essence of other spirits. They've been watching Fox News. You build the fanciest house in town. Do they call you Mime the Carpenter? Nope. You make the tastiest cake, but do they call you Mime the Baker? Nope. But you eat one child. Usually it doesn't really matter because there aren't really a lot of us around, but something's here, and it has its sights set on something inside that store. Their fears? These people don't look very frightened to me.
Maybe, but...
It's true, though. We all fear something, but usually you can kind of tell whether you should act on it or if the fear is irrational. These people have had their fear stoked, and it is so great that it has turned to rage. They have lost sight of themselves completely. Oh, they have been watching Fox News. You're right, Steel Neko.
Well...
Look, I'm not feeling my bravest at the moment either, so why am I not tearing stuff up?
About that.
This type of spirit magic doesn't really affect me. Since you're bound to me now, I guess you're protected as well?
So...
We can't just keep standing here. There's gotta be something we can do. We really shouldn't get any closer. If they catch us here, there's no telling what they'll do.
We've got to go.
Look, Mime, I know it's scary, but I need to find my teacher, Elizabeth. She might still be in the shop, and I can't just leave her. You really are very kind, aren't you? I kinda wish... never mind. Okay, I'll take you. Let's just keep our heads down, okay? She's in love with us! Is there a polyamorous choice in this game where we can romance everybody?
With Mime's guidance, you go around the back of the building. There's no way to enter. There is a closed window and a nicely sized rock. You break the window and carefully climb through the broken glass. The shop is dark and smells faintly of burned rosemary.
Okay. Very sneaky. The sneaky duo, that's us.
A door bursts open.
Get out of my home, you... child.
That's not my name. Let's do this one. We've got no time. Elizabeth, they are surrounding the building. We need to get out, now. Whoa, easy. Easy, young one. Breathe. I have taken precautions, don't you worry. We are safe in here.
But what about you? You were gone for so long. I was just about to leave and go looking for you when those hooligans started gathering out front. What happened? And who is that?
Hi? We'll do that.
Actually...
Right, so you see, Mime and I here have accidentally gotten ourselves into a bit of a magical accident earlier.
By the Seven? Have you bound yourself to the spirit? Oh, what were you thinking, child? Do you have any idea what you have done?
I'm all for you chewing me out about this later, Elizabeth, but maybe we should take a moment to address the horde of townsfolk currently trying to break into the shop?
There's a crash as another window shatters.
I just don't understand what is happening. How odd.
The people are acting completely mad. Like something is driving them insane.
About that.
That's exactly what's happening. I'm not sure what, but I can sense something here in the shop. Some kind of powerful magic is drawing them here.
Powerful magic? But that's impossible. This is an alchemy shop. The only vaguely magical item in here is the alchemy table.
Something flashes in Elizabeth's eyes, and you all turn to the table standing in the corner.
It can't be.
The light suddenly dims, and you whip around to stare at the shop window. The crowd outside is growing louder, their vile chants and jeers melting together into a booming ichor of hate. A dark shadow is spreading from the frame of the window, blocking out the light from the torches outside.
The star indicates a choice where you call upon others for assistance. Aha! Well, I'm gonna put this to you guys then. So, do a poll. We'll do this. Choose. Get Mime's help. Be brave. Or, what's the other one? Oh no, that's scared. Get Mime's help, be scared, or be sarcastic. Be scared, be sarcastic. All right, 1 minute on the clock. Go ahead and vote in that poll. Bow, 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 bow. They all need a Snickers. You look a little pale. Are you feeling all right? Have you come down with a case of murdered by a stranger and had your soul stitched back to your corporeal form by a demon who is now bound to you permanently? Very nice, Jay. Looks like the crowd wants to see what happens with Mime's help. You may be entitled to financial compensation. All right, getting Mime's help.
What the?
Mime, what is that thing?
Well...
I'm not sure. It looks like a spirit of some sort, but...
It's a demon. This thing. It reeks of dark magic. It's trying to breach the barrier I put around the shop.
The darkness now completely covers the glass, which creaks and twists under the strain. Then cracks.
We'll do sarcasm. Right. This is fine. My favorite meme.
The window shatters.
Ooh, my controller vibrated.
Heat washes over you, and you shield your face as every single piece of glass in the shop is blown out. The pressure forces you back, stumbling, and for a moment, all you see is red. You pick yourself up from the floor. Someone is screaming in the distance, and there is a strong smell of burning wood. The shop, it's been completely destroyed. From the rubble, a tall, dark shape rises up to tower over you. Pathetic. The humans demand fire, but flee when their wish is granted. Glowing eyes zero in on you, a tall, lanky shape standing in the middle of the destroyed shop. What is this? A little shop assistant? I wonder, will you flee as well? What lies within your heart? Fear, anger. The glow of those soulless eyes intensifies, and you feel cold all over as its gaze pierces through you. How disappointing! People like you are the worst. Keeping your head bowed every day, taking the scorn of the common people like you somehow deserve it. I can see it all. See how the people of this town, these pathetic, weak mortals, are mocking you while you do nothing. Why should their imbecilic fear weigh down on you? You are their superior. Your talents should leave them begging at your feet. So why?
Do we believe in the good of humanity? Will we not stoop to their level? Or do we just say, I don't need your help to get what I want? I'm gonna poll you on this one, guys. Choose faith, dignity, or tenacity. And I will scroll through those while you're voting. Right now. Do we believe in the good of humanity and choose faith? Do we say we won't stoop to their level and choose dignity? Or do we say, I don't need your help to get what I want? Choose. It's looking like it's going to be tenacity, possibly dignity. Demon form, let's go. Kendra says dignity but can't vote. Why can't you vote? Are polls broken on mobile? I'm sorry. Faithful dignacity. Tenacity it is.
I want change, but I can make it myself. I don't need to make a deal with a demon to get what I want.
The creature begins to glow a soft green color. It lets out a frustrated scream and charges at you.
Look out! Go back to the hell you came from, demon.
The demon stumbles, struck from behind. It keels over, clinging to its side, where its shape is cracking like broken shards of glass. You see broad shoulders. A woman steps in front of you, shielding you from the demon. A sword gleams in her hands. That's how I pronounce that word. A sword. As she boldly faces off against this monster.
Are you all right?
Oh, we can romance her. I'm gonna pull you on that. Do we try to romance this person that we just met? There you go. Poll. The poll is a rollin'. Are you all right? Why, yes, darling. Are you all right? Romance, timid, relieved, or joking? You horny people. You're going romance. Watch out! She's got an S word! Hey, I just met you and this is crazy. You slayed that demon, so date me maybe. Very nice, Steel Neko. What did you expect? Yeah, I know. It's alright. It's alright. Seduce everyone? Oh, are we doing, are we gonna take the Scarlet Nexus approach? Where we're horny for everyone? Look, we played Scarlet Nexus. Can you blame us? Yeah, alright. Romance it is. Oh, and now we have choices here. Let's go with this one.
Much better now that you're here, for sure.
Victoria! I'm so glad to see...
Quiet, Mime. You and I are going to have a talk as soon as this is over.
The demon screeches and rights itself, the bleeding gash on its side glowing like hot metal.
I cannot... Sorry. For some reason, the word gash just sounds sexual to me, which is inappropriate.
You fool! You will pay for this! It rushes forward, but Victoria is far too quick. She swiftly strikes it down, spraying shards of darkness from the fresh wound. The glow is steadily growing stronger. You begin to feel drawn towards that light, as if it is calling out to you.
I'm feeling kinda weird.
Bit too late to be bashful now that we've started the orgy route. Fair point. She's sheathing her S-word into the demon's gash. Thank you, Jay, for that one. Mime's like, damn, I'm kind of into it.
Look, the table.
The alchemy table is glowing the same shade as the demon. It pulses.
God, what have we done?
It pulses and breathes like a living thing, lifting itself off the floor, shifting and shaping into a new form. It suddenly flies right at you. You reach out to catch it.
Oh no, we've got a puzzle. Match the pattern to banish the demon. Okay. Easy enough. Oh wait, less easy than I thought. Gotta do balls. Let's see, what's happening on this side? This side's already right. It's just this side that's wrong. So let's do that. Then we'll do that. Down. There we go. And that. And then, oh, I did it wrong. There we go.
Light bursts from your hand. It shoots outwards in a beam, striking the nightmarish creature square in the chest. The demon writhes and shakes, the light bursting it open from within. And then it crumbles, turning to ash with a quiet sigh. There is only stillness. In your hand is what remains of the alchemy table, a pendant of sorts. The familiar cogs and wheels still make up the main body, but 5 small runes are now carved into the upper ring. One of them glowing faintly with a strange sort of magic. You are feeling woozy, like your legs are about to give out from under you.
All right. What just happened? Thank the gods it's over. Is everyone all right? We'll do that.
Okay.
Is everyone all right? No one's hurt? I think I'm okay, but the world does feel a tiny bit shaky.
Cold steel presses against your throat. The woman, Victoria, is glaring at you. What did you do?
About that.
Right, so could we please not do the whole threatening to kill me thing? I've already been stabbed once today, and I was really not a fan of it the first time.
The blade presses more firmly against your throat. Victoria does not seem amused.
I can't believe this.
Mime, would you be so kind as to tell me what is going on here?
Victoria's words drip with tension. Mime looks very, very small when she steps out from behind you.
Well, you see, I'm not entirely sure myself. It felt like I had a connection with that thing for a moment.
So that's how it is.
Spirit locket.
Elizabeth is staring at the glowing amulet in your hands with a barely masked sadness that puts you on edge.
It must have reacted to the presence of the demon. It appears that it absorbed the power of that fiendish creature, sealing it away for good. So, the day is saved, everything's peachy, and I bet nothing else can go wrong now, right?
Victoria glares at you darkly. She does not appear to be the joking type.
Use of illegal magic and binding yourself to a spirit? You are coming with me to Erodus to stand trial for what you've done. On whose orders?
Elizabeth moves to stand between you and Victoria, protectively.
First Commander Alethea, or however you say that name.
Victoria twists her collar to reveal the insignia of the third Paragon, and you feel dread run down your spine like ice. Of all the people to be discovered by, it just had to be a knight, a knigget.
Let's do this one. You're a knight? This is bad. This is really bad. Good to know you understand the severity of your situation. Your actions today will have drastic consequences.
Hear me out.
But Victoria, don't you see? This might be a good thing. What? We sealed the spirit away, didn't we? In fact, it's really lucky that we were here. I bet the shop would have burned down completely if you and Nines hadn't been here to save it. Be that as it may, it doesn't excuse the illegal use of chaotic magic. So,
Victoria is interrupted by a strange buzzing sound coming from her jacket. She and Mime visibly pale at her text message notification.
Of all the times.
Just don't take it. Pretend we're not here.
Victoria glares and pulls out a small glowing orb that is pulsating insistently with light. She closes her eyes and breathes in deep, as if saying a quiet prayer. There's a flash of light, and an image appears.
Victoria, what's going on? You didn't call in for your last report.
The image of a woman in uniform appears in a glowing light, and you blink in surprise. You've heard about the crystal communicators the government uses to transmit conversations, but you've never seen one in person before. Victoria straightens up in her presence, all emotions hidden by her professional tone.
Apologies, Commander. I'm afraid that the situation has become more complicated.
A Letheros mercy. Don't tell me you lost the spirit.
No, Mime is still with me, but the incident appears to have spread. A demon appeared in town tonight. I suspect there are more out there.
The number of casualties?
None, for now. However...
I mean, technically, the alchemist was dead for a while earlier, but, you know,
We managed to dispose of the threat for now, but I fear this could still escalate.
I know you want to ask, Victoria, but we cannot dispatch any more knights to the area. For now, you will return to Eridas with the spirit. We will regroup from here and determine the proper course of action.
I understand.
Yeah, that one for sure.
What's this? The knights are running away and leaving the villagers to fend for themselves? I'm not sure I've ever read this version of the fairy tale.
Victoria, who is this?
Another complication.
Actually, the alchemist here might just be the solution to your problem.
Mime.
No. It's all right, Victoria. Let us hear what the spirit wishes to share.
Thank you, ma'am. You see, we got into a little accident earlier. I won't bore you with the details, but the good news is that the two of us together are really good at sealing away those big old meanie spirits you're so worried about.
Is that so?
The woman turns to you.
What is your involvement in all of this?
Well, getting stabbed was a real call to action for me, so...
The woman looks rather disturbed, but shakes her head with a sigh.
Ah, an unlucky bystander then. And this magic you use to get rid of the demons. Unlawful, I assume.
Very.
But no one got hurt. We just sealed away the one who was wreaking havoc in the shop here. I'm confident that if we just stay in town and investigate, then we'll find a solution to the problems you're having in no time.
A lovely proposition, but tell me this, spirit. If I allow you to roam free, how can I trust that you won't just run away again?
Because I'm so nice?
I cannot trust you. There is more at stake here than mere townsfolk. It is a risk I will not take.
I'll vouch for the child, Commander.
Elizabeth steps forward, having been strangely silent and not even in the picture until now. Alethea looks startled.
Elizabeth, it has been so long.
Oh, they used to bone.
I feel fate is playing some cruel trick on us, adding you to this unholy mix.
Victoria and Mime both look completely flabbergasted by the familiar tone used by the two women. You must admit, you are also curious about how your teacher came to know one of the Empire's commanders so closely.
Perhaps. The young one is my apprentice. I can vouch for the contents of his heart. And, if you will let me, take full responsibility for what we both know must be done.
It is not fair for me or anyone to force upon you such a burden. You have already done enough.
And I shall do this as well. Unless you wish to stop me.
Oh. I know better than to challenge you.
Oh, boy, there was lots of sexual energy in that line.
Very well, Victoria. Your new mission will be to stay in town, guarding these two, as you track down any remaining demons and neutralize them.
This game is so horny, it's Kaloo.
You will do what you must in order to keep a low profile. This mission cannot fail, and the truth cannot be revealed to the public.
I understood.
I understood? I don't know which one to go with here. Let's do this one.
You want me to do what? Lady, listen. I'm not a knight. I'm just an alchemist. Not even that. I'm just an apprentice. How can I possibly be of any help?
I agree. It is an unconventional situation. Normally, I would never agree to anything like this. But the situation is dire. And whatever you may think of your abilities, this first victory is proof of something else.
Oh, that's absolutely what it was, Pineapple Shark. I was just giving her shit.
I need you to rise to the challenge. Can you do that?
Well, this looks like a job for chat. You decide. Make my decisions for me, so that I don't have to. Choose! I suspect we're not really going to have a choice, but, you know, it's an illusion of choice. I'll do it for the orgy, says Conquial. Must impress pretty night lady, huh? If you don't help, it's legally homophobia. How's it going? It's your gal, Sal. This is Arcadia Fallen. A romance, slightly puzzly, visual novel, almost. Yeah, we're gonna help. Okay.
These creatures are obviously dangerous. If there's any way I can help stop them, so no more people will get hurt, then I will do my best.
You have a good heart. I wish you luck.
The image disappears. A tense silence falls over the group.
That went well, right?
No one answers.
Oh, that was all prologue. Chapter 1, The Valley.
And that's how you became the unlikely defender of Anemone Valley. Waking up the next morning feels like a dream. If it wasn't for the happy grin of the spirit who greets you, you would have dismissed it as such.
Morning. Glad to see you're awake.
It must be nice getting rest from sleep instead of fainting all the time, right? So, Victoria sent me. She's really eager to get started on this big ol' mission thing, so she wants you to meet her outside, like, now. She's already in a bad mood, though, so I don't think hurrying would make her any less angry. Anyway, how you feeling?
Well...
Like I got stabbed, then blown up before fighting with a demon. So, not too shabby. Yeah, that. Yesterday was kind of crazy, wasn't it? Well, I'm sure the worst is behind us now. And I mean, it could have been worse. At least we're not being dragged off to the capital right now, right? we'll do this one.
I wonder.
So what do we do now? What's the plan?
About that.
Well, finding these demons and sealing them away is our first priority. We can't have any more people getting hurt. And hopefully, while we're looking for a way to stop them, we'll learn more about this spirit locket of yours. If it can seal demons away, then maybe there's a way it can unseal me from your heart as well. I'm gonna go with that one.
What?
That's the plan? We're gonna die. All of us. Hey, don't be like that. We're gonna be fine.
I have some questions.
Back to the thing you said earlier, you're really quite afraid of the capital, aren't you?
Huh?
Well, of course. Spirits are not supposed to go to human cities. Take it easy, unattractive potato salad. My mere existence is some kind of crime to them. I don't want to know what they're gonna do to me.
So,
you say Victoria wants to see us? Yep. She said at once, so probably like yesterday, honestly. We should get going.
You walk into the shop. Now that everything is illuminated by daylight, you can truly see the extent of the destruction left by the demon the night before. Every surface is covered in glass or spilled potions, or various bodily fluids. Shelves are shattered, windows broken, and in the middle of the chaos, Elizabeth is carefully cleaning the floor with a broom.
Welcome back.
Nines, Mime, good morning. She greets you with a tired smile, and you wonder if she even managed to sleep at all.
It is quite the change, suddenly having people living with us like this.
Steel Neko says don't use a blacklight in here.
This sleepy old town really did wake up to quite an adventure, didn't it?
I wouldn't mind if the world could continue sleeping for another 5 minutes.
I see.
I know it was a rather rude awakening, but this is the state of our world now. The only thing left to do is act. I know you have a lot of questions. If you want, I shall do my best to explain what I can.
I wonder.
You have any idea how to get separated from a spirit?
I know a few, but none of them would leave the both of you, how to put it, alive afterward. Exorcism is the craft of demon hunters, and they don't particularly care about the well-being of those affected, as long as it eliminates the threat. You can ask Victoria for details. The way she attacked that demon yesterday, it is clear she has had the training. Why a former demon hunter would now work for the Knight Commander of Eredos, I am not quite sure.
So,
the alchemy table. Last night, it changed into something. You called it a spirit locket? What does that mean?
It was an invention that pioneered the modern school of alchemy. A new type of alchemy that was used by non-mages. It works in much the same way as the alchemy tables we use today, but while we now use the power of crystals to fuel our spells, the spirit locket runs on the life force of spirits.
That sounds like an extremely dangerous sort of magic.
Yes.
It is. Spirit magic is chaotic, unpredictable, but it was a necessity of the times. Alchemists had yet to discover the use of crystals as a power source for their spells, so spirits were used. It is a powerful artifact, one which is now bound to you, just like mine.
Oh.
How are you feeling, Mime? Did you get hurt during the battle? I feel fine. It might be different, since you know I'm not bound to your locket thing, but to you? This is all so confusing, though. Ugh. I wish we could learn more. I'm sorry, I cannot be of more help. I am skilled in alchemy, but the engineering that goes into crafting a locket like this is something else entirely. It is possible that there are mages out there who know a lot more about alchemy lockets and spirits, but locating them will be tricky. You can try and ask Quinn for help. They went to the Mage Academy, so they might know more. Oh, nice! A non-binary character, that's great.
I wonder...
How did the locket even come to be here in the shop? Doesn't really seem like something authorized by the Empire. It's been in my possession for a while. It was gifted to me by a dear friend, and I have kept it safe here ever since. I didn't expect something like this, but that doesn't matter. Take it easy, Sunken Shell. We can talk about that story some other time. You have more important things to worry about now. One last question.
Tell me about...
That woman that appeared yesterday. You knew her. How? My life did not begin and end in this shop, you know. Alethea and I knew each other well a long time ago. Back then, I would have called her a companion. But now, our journeys took us down different paths. She is now the right hand to the highest office in the land. Definitely doing this one. She and you got some history together. What? Too difficult to imagine your dusty old teacher being young and in love? Not at all. It's kind of cute to imagine, actually. Cute? You really are such an odd child, do you know that? But no matter. If you find the topic so fascinating, perhaps I'll tell you the story. After we get this place cleaned up. Emil says, called it, my lesbian senses are unbeatable.
About that.
Yeah, what are we going to do about the shop? Everything's so broken, I don't even know where to start. We clean, we salvage, we restore. I've already sent a message to Quinn about restoring our herbal stock. Knowing them, they've already gotten new supplies ready for us. I just need you to pick it up whenever you can. I do worry about the alchemy table, though. I cannot make potions without it. Getting a new one from the Mage College can take a while. Then comes the paperwork for gaining a new power crystal. You'd think it would be easy to obtain one with us basically living on top of the mines, but the last time we needed a change, it took several months. No doubt Goldner, that old weasel, had something to do with that. Reopening the shop might take a while. We're gonna go with the jokey response. How's it going, Desferia? Oh, obviously they have to be careful. God's forbid they actually get anything done. If this could be attributed to mere laziness, I'd be much calmer about it. I'm afraid, however, that Messire Goldner might be doing this on purpose. There's little to be done, so for now, all we can do is wait.
I'll do it.
Wouldn't I be able to make potions still? Using the spirit locket?
I wonder...
I guess that would be possible, but I wouldn't want to put such a quest on you now when you are tied up in your other obligations. Restocking the shop will take time. I would need to teach you many more recipes than what you know now. Be honest. You'd be bored to tears without me here in the shop.
Elizabeth looks surprised for a moment. Then her eyes soften and she smiles.
I appreciate it.
I must say, your presence does make this sleepy old town more interesting. Very well, Nines. I shall teach you. But this cannot interfere with your other tasks, remember? We'll have your lessons here whenever you have the time in between missions. Just come by the shop and find me, and we'll get started.
I'll be off then.
I have to go. Victoria's waiting for me to go on this whole quest thingy. I understand. I'll be here in case you have any other questions.
Good luck, dear.
Victoria is standing outside the shop, arms crossed and eyes also crossed, glaring at anyone who dares to pass her by twice.
You're late.
Morning.
Ready to do some investigate? What part of keeping a low profile do you insist on not getting? Oh, right. Sorry.
Victoria sighs heavily.
You remembered to cast your spell? Of course. No human will notice me at all. Unless they're like a demon hunter, or possessed by a spirit like that guy yesterday. A mage would probably also see me, so yeah, basically invisible. If Mime is invisible to the townsfolk, aren't you the one making a scene, scolding thin air like this?
Victoria simply glares at you, but remains silent.
Anyway, what are we doing today, Victoria?
While you two were snoozing the day away, I've been digging around for some information. Look.
There are multiple accounts of people having seen the shop burn last night, but who have no recollection of the mob and the dark magic. The general consensus is that it was an accident. I see no reason to correct this assumption. It would just create unnecessary panic. The shop itself is clean. No trace of anything magical. If the place wasn't trashed, I wouldn't be able to tell anything had happened. It doesn't leave us with much to go on, really.
I wonder.
Well, we could always go check out the forest. We spirits really like nature, so maybe the demons are angry someone went and destroyed their home? We already searched that place for clues and found nothing. I think our time would be more wisely spent exploring somewhere new. The mines under this town are suspicious to me. I do not believe it is a coincidence that these events are occurring right on top of a large seam of magical crystals.
Are you sure?
Do we really have to go underground, though? It's creepy. I think we're just asking questions, so...
I wonder...
Why are you so certain we'll find something in the mines?
About that.
I'm not certain of anything at this point. That would be foolish. However, the crystals mined down there are powerful conductors of magic, so it's worth taking a look.
Maybe, but...
But underground caves are so creepy, though. Oh, alright. So, we are gonna have other options if we say no. But... go to the mines. Go somewhere else. 1 minute. On the clock. On that pole. What'd you think? Victoria wants us to go to the mines. Mime wanted us to go to the forest.
Vote now!
if you go to the mines, there might be a cute golem you can romance too. Jay says we could go to a brothel instead. Looking like it's gonna be going to the mines. Most likely. All right, to the mines we go.
Actually,
It might be creepy, but it does sound like something worth investigating more, don't you think?
Come on.
I know you're right, but still.
Enough of this.
Mime? Victoria gives Mime a pointed look, and the spirit's mouth zips shut instantly. Then those hard eyes turn to you.
I can't believe this.
Look, alchemist. Alethea might have put her trust in you, but I am not so easily convinced. So it would be much appreciated if you kept your opinions to yourself. I don't trust you either. So I get that. I get that.
The tension between the two of you could be cut with a kniff as sparks fly from the intense glare you share.
Right.
So, now that we've established there are some trust issues we need to work on here, maybe we should get on with the mission?
Victoria huffs, but does not soften her glare.
Fine.
Let's go.
Let's get to work.
Mime, you're staying close to me. I won't have you running away from me again.
What? Me? Run away? I would never.
Just stay where I can see you.
Understood.
To the mines.
The mines are starkly cold compared to the warmth of the sunny day outside. It is quiet. Victoria is taking great care to keep you out of sight of any stray workers.
This place really gives me the creeps.
It's like everywhere I look, there's a shadow ready to reach out and grab us. Don't be ridiculous, Mime. The only thing that's out to grab you down here is your own imagination. Also, maybe my hand, if I start feeling frisky. I mean, to be fair, my imagination can be quite insistent, so... Yeah! Oh, that's from someone else.
A sudden scream rings out in the quiet mine, echoing eerily along the walls. Victoria shoots forward before anyone else has time to react.
Wait, Victoria! We really shouldn't get separated down here. And she's gone. What should we do, Nines? Okay, all of these options are to follow along. We'll do this one.
I'll do it.
Sounds like someone's in trouble. We should help.
Whoa!
Wait, Nines! How did I end up with two people with a hero complex?
The stones beneath your feet are brittle and unsteady, and you almost fall skidding around a sharp turn. The passage has opened up into a large cave. In the middle stands a woman, her hands outstretched and glowing with a bright golden light.
Get out of my way, demon. You're ruining my experiment.
A demon stands tall, towering over the woman. You are making a grave mistake. Think of how powerful we could be. Two beings of magic working together. you could have everything you've ever dreamed of. Even...
Not interested.
Okay. I'm gonna put this one to a poll. Choose! Send Victoria to help. Trust that she's got it covered. Poll! Starting now. Sounds like they're pitching a pyramid scheme. I thought you said send Victoria to hell. Yeah, totally. I like how there's not an option for us to step in and help. I love Kyle's demon voice. My Cobra Commander.
Cobra Commander!
Or whatever the hell. From G.I. Joe back in the 80s and 90s. You kids are all too young to remember that shit. All right, we're sending Victoria.
We have to help.
Victoria, we have to...
Got it.
Way ahead of you.
Victoria rushes forward, sword drawn, and the stranger jumps back in surprise when the hunter cuts in.
Who?
Victoria cuts the demon down, and it lets out an angry shriek. The locket around your neck starts glowing.
Let's go!
Nines, I think it might be time. Let's seal this spirit away before it escapes. Puzzle time! Okay. Yeah, that one. Right there. And then... Oh, damn it. Something like that, I think. Then this goes like that. And this goes like that. I've done it!
The demon roars as it dissolves and is sucked into the glowing locket. The mines fall silent again.
Jesse Barb, the bot might get mad at you if you share a link. I'm not sure. It depends on how long you've been hanging out in the chat and stuff. You're probably safer sharing it in Discord and or on Twitter. And honestly, I'll have a better chance to see it then. Because I'm not going to stop in the middle of the stream to go look at it. Let's do this. These things sure do show up everywhere. Weird choice of location, though, if it planned to brainwash a crowd of people. Think it got lost?
Victoria rolls her eyes.
Fascinating. Just how did you do that?
Take it easy, Jerome.
You all jump as the stranger is suddenly in your face. Her gloved hands grab yours without any consideration to personal space to get a closer look at the locket that's still glowing faintly.
Is this some kind of portable alchemy table? It was alchemy you were using, right? What kind of magic was used to forge this? It cannot be powered by a crystal. The mass of the device would not be able to hold such power. But then, what?
Well, I'm not even going to put this one to a poll. We're going to romance everybody. We're taking the harem approach. The polyamorous approach. And we'll do Jokey. You know, usually to get this close to me, you'd have to invite me out for a date or something.
The woman blinks and looks up at you for the first time since her rant began. Then she flushes red with embarrassment, looking like she just realized you were there.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes I get a bit carried away.
She releases you and takes a step back.
My apologies. I haven't even introduced myself.
My name is Anne Sophia Bernadette Hoffland, a scholar under the Seven Winds Academy.
Sounded like she said Hoffland rather than Hoffman.
Oh, great. A mage academic.
Anne seems to completely ignore the comments, her attention solely focused on you. Or at least, the locket. Definitely not anything else in or around your person.
I am writing my thesis on alternative power sources for magic-infused artifacts, and you simply must let me take a look at this device. I have never seen anything like it. If I could uncover the mysteries behind it, I'd be the envy of the entire academy.
Let's do this one first.
About that.
Why did you come down here?
Did you know?
The crystals mined in this area are one of the most common resources for powering magical artifacts. I felt it was only right to start my research looking into the current practices, but I did not expect to find such an interesting research subject wandering around down here. It must have been the blessing of Izith that made you show up when you did.
Romance time!
We'll do this one. Blessing, huh? Does that mean you and I meeting like... Does that mean you and I meeting like this is some kind of fated encounter? I think that might be a stretch. Sorry, what was your name again?
Hello.
I'm Nines. Nice to meet you, Anne.
The pleasure is all mine.
Thesis? Huh? You're writing a what now? I thought mages worked in shops and such.
About that.
Most do, but there are a few who choose to pursue a career at the academy itself as researchers. In order to get such a position, however, you need to write a thesis, an extensive research report with the knowledge you've gained while traveling. Most candidates fail.
Huh?
Fail?
So...
Either they fail to find new knowledge or they die trying.
Yikes!
Okay, not cool.
Actually...
You are not wrong. But I will be successful, don't doubt that.
Really?
You're from the Mage Academy? Yes, graduated just last month, but I already miss it. No need to worry, though. If everything goes to plan, I will have my thesis done and ready for publication within this season, and I'll be back before summer ends.
We actually really need to know more about this locket. You see, the, power source is, well...
That would be me.
There's a pregnant pause while Anne blinks at Mime, for the first time noticing the short spirit girl standing partially hidden behind you, and then all color appears to leave her face.
A spirit? But that's taboo. Against the teachings of the Holy Seven. How did you even... Oh, wait! I get it! This must be some kind of government-licensed project, right? That's why you have a demon hunter with you.
Government licensed. Sure. Let's call it that.
No, I am not getting tangled up in something like this. Do you know what happens to mages who get involved with sketchy things like this?
Let's do this one.
I know, it's not ideal. And I understand why you would be suspicious. But maybe we could, make it worth your while?
Nakedly?
We're both searching for something. And our goals appear to be the same, so what if we make a deal?
Nakedly?
A deal, you say? I'm not going to lie. I'm curious about that locket of yours. It's certainly a lot more interesting than what I've found down here so far. Leaving town in search of a new mine would also put me way behind schedule. I really don't have time for this.
For what it's worth, we are currently working on the orders of the Knight Commander of Eridus. The nature of our mission, however, demands a level of discretion.
By discretion, you mean they approve as long as you don't fail? But I suppose being chosen by the Knight Commander herself does give you some credibility. If I help you with this demon problem of yours, you promise that you will help me with my research? I will need to study that locket of yours thoroughly.
Ooh, so we can give her the reality of the situation where people's lives are at stake and we need her to realize her personal goals have to come second. Or we can make a promise and say, let's make this work in a beneficial way for both. So, putting it to a poll. Choose reality or promise. Go! Promise for the sake of sex. Nice, Kendra. Ow. My phone is blowing up today, and I don't have the time to deal with any of it right now. Looks like it's gonna be promise. Promise it is.
If you help us, I promise I'll do anything I can to help with your thesis.
Anything? Very well, Alchemist. I'll bite.
I'm not really into that.
You have my expertise, and in return, we'll see what I come up with. I'm sure my grand experiment will be absolutely ingenious.
That sounds fun. This is going to be fun, right?
I've never had the chance to talk to a spirit before. At the academy, they are confined for safety reasons.
Safety? What? So the students can't hurt them?
Oh, no, actually, quite the opposite. The spirits at the academy are a lot less friendly than you.
Oh, well, I suppose if I was kept cooped up all day in school, I'd be pretty grumpy too.
That's a fair point.
Where am I supposed to go? I got exclamation points at the flower shop, the Ivy Woods, conversation with Victoria at home, with Mime at the alley. I think that's Anne at the flower shop. I don't know where we're supposed to go right now. Let's go to the mall today. Let's go to the flower shop.
You! What in the world happened?
I heard your shop burned down, and I just got this message from Elizabeth asking for supplies, and Oh, Anne, you're back already?
Quinn looks about ready to bombard you with questions until their eyes catch sight of Anne stepping through the door behind you.
Anne? What are you doing here? I thought you were going to hole up in the mines to write your thesis. That was the plan, but as luck would have it, I found something much more interesting to write about than magic crystals.
I see.
Well, it looks like I don't need to make introductions. Oh, I guess I never mentioned it? Quinn and I studied together at the academy. I knew they had opened a shop out here, so when I decided I wanted to look into the mines, well, I'm only happy to help, dear Anne. It is quite refreshing seeing you out and about like this. But you must help me understand how you all came to know each other. It's a most unusual group that has entered my store.
Quinn turns to you.
Just what happened, Ninth? I heard the alchemy shop was burned down, and now Elizabeth is requesting more supplies? In that specific order? Yes, the shop burned down. We're all out of lavender. And this is Victoria and Mime. Hi.
Quinn looks very disturbed, but listens attentively as you explain last night's events.
And now I'm stuck with these guys until we've solved this whole mess. Hey, that's not... No, wait. It's true.
You...
Nines.
I consider you a good friend, and I want to help you. No, I am going to help you, as much as I can. But this whole affair puts me at risk. We have to be very careful.
The door to the flower shop suddenly bursts open, causing everyone to freeze in surprise. A tall, intimidating man steps inside, his cold eyes lazily taking in Quinn's little shop.
I pressed A.
Mr. Goldner, what can I do for you today?
Come on.
Quinn looks nervously at the man as he glides around the shop, looking at the beautiful plants with disinterest. You feel Mime move to hide behind your legs. And not between them, unfortunately, despite her invisibility.
I was simply in the area and thought I might drop by. As you have probably already heard, the alchemy shop suffered a most unfortunate fire last night. I just wanted to be sure that our only other magic shop was still doing well.
That is very kind of you, sir. As you can see, nothing out of the ordinary has happened here.
The man chuckles darkly.
Do forgive me for having my doubts about that. Just know this.
He steps awfully close to Quinn, staring them down with thinly veiled disgust.
The people of this town might have tolerated you this past year, but I will continue to watch you closely.
Okay, putting this to a poll. Send in Victoria, or step in ourselves.
Choose!
This one's out of our pay grade, says It's Kalu. Do we defend Quinn ourselves, or do we ask Victoria to do it for us? By the way, guys,
Professor.
I am...
Nothing to report.
Hey! Jesper Galdra Studios, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to Hacker Clan. While we're weighing in on this poll, I'm curious, because I don't hear the effects of it, unfortunately. Maybe I'll figure out a way to route that sound. Because I would like to be able to dial these settings in a little bit better. But I have a new thing going on with the game audio as it's sending to you guys, so that it's a little bit louder when I'm not talking, and it gets kind of compressed so that it's quieter when I do start talking. Let me know if that's obnoxious or anything like that. All right. We are stepping in to help. You step up and force yourself between the man and Quinn.
I think it's about time you leave, sir.
Honestly, it's been so subtle I've hardly noticed, so I think that's a good sign. Good. Subtlety is good. The man looks shocked for a moment, but then his eyes harden into a glare.
I see the batty old alchemist has forgotten to teach her little apprentice any manners. Do you know who I am?
Well, for one, you're someone who's awfully rude. I'd normally have a potion for that, but we're all out at the moment.
The man huffs in indignation, but pushes past you with a scoff and heads for the door.
I will remember this.
I love you dearly, but you ought to be more careful about making enemies.
Well, you know I've already died once, so what can a second try hurt?
I'm already bound to you, so I don't think I'd be able to save you like that again. Let's not test it, okay? Who was that guy anyway? He was so scary.
Messer Goldner is the owner of the mine. Despite the fact that the very ore that created his wealth is magical, he has a dangerously low opinion of mages and is quite vocal about it.
Yeah, that tracks.
Luckily, most people in town do not hold his word in high regard. He's somewhat of a joke, albeit an intimidating one.
Pineapple Shark. Oh, so he's a Republican.
Intimidating sounds about right.
People like him are the reason I'd prefer to live at the Academy.
Oh, so he's the new CEO of HBO.
As far as I've heard, he started his life as a common farmer. When the mine was discovered beneath his land, he suddenly gained quite a bit of wealth, almost overnight. That money went straight to his head, if you ask me. So now he wants people to treat him like a nobleman. The townsfolk did not take kindly to that. And while he still makes good money on the mine, most people simply avoid him. To someone like me, however, he is very much a threat. And he knows it, hence these little visits. But that's enough doom and gloom for one day. Please, tell me how I can help.
Quinn looks shaken, but eager to change the subject.
We'll ask this question first.
I wonder...
What can you tell me about spirit lockets? Spirit lockets? Not much, I'm afraid. Magic is a huge field of study, and I specialize in, well, plants, not spirits. Tinker mages like Anne are much more well-versed in these types of trinkets. She was always an excellent student, so she'll be a greater help to you about this than I will. I'll do my very best. For a price, of course.
So,
do you have anything left in stock we could use at the shop? Our supplies were completely destroyed.
What do you need?
I don't have a whole lot left, but I'll give you what I have. I'm sure you and Elizabeth will put it to good use. When I get more things back in stock, I'll be sure to let you know.
Quinn hands you 2 bundles of lavender and some other herbs.
I've got to go.
We'll get going then.
Take care.
Very well. Please, be careful out there.
Oh, and Anne?
Yes?
Do drop by from time to time while you're here, won't you? I miss our game nights.
Okay. I'll see if I can find some time.
Can I come to the game nights?
Perfect. I'll see you around.
You walk out of the shop and continue on your way. After about 10 minutes of walking, Victoria taps you on the shoulder.
It would appear that we're being followed.
Not even a... excuse me. Not even a day into this quest, and we already have fans following us? Nice.
Victoria sighs very, very heavily.
Just follow my lead and try not to draw any more attention, okay? True facts, Quinn hosts a board game show called The Bloom and Barrel. Very nice, Steel Neko.
You follow Victoria down a side street. No one else is around. You stand there and wait for a moment. And another. And then, a familiar, timid face peeks around the corner. Big, red eyes widening in fright when he realizes he's been caught.
We'll be nice.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. Don't be scared. We're not gonna hurt you.
The boy looks a bit embarrassed about having been caught, but he waves at you shyly.
Hi. Sorry. I didn't mean to...
What's your name, kid?
Victoria's voice is surprisingly gentle, and the young boy flushes bright red because he is attracted to her, you see, bowing his head.
I'm Kim, ma'am.
So,
is there something we can do for you, Kim?
Kim's looks up at you, hopefully. He wrings his hands nervously.
Why is there an S on the end of his name there?
I'm looking for my brother. Do you remember him? We came into your shop yesterday to buy a remedy. He didn't come home last night, so I was wondering if maybe you had seen him?
Yeah, he murdered me. Ooh, okay. Big choice. Big choice. Choose! Truth or lie? 1 minute on the clock, starting right now. Go ahead and vote. Tell him his brother is a piece of shit. Or lie to him. Yeah, last time I saw him, he was putting a dagger in my chest. Really sucked. Break the child's image of his brother, or... Truth, honesty, the Dr. House treatment, says Aldo. Oni-san. I mean, he probably already knew he was an asshole. Yeah, that's true, Kilauea. I don't know. You guys are leaning towards truth. Honesty being the best policy, huh? Well... all right.
I'll tell you what happened.
Your brother attacked me last night. He appeared to be possessed by some kind of evil spirit. Almost looked like a demon himself. I haven't seen him since then. Wow, we omitted some of the gory details there. My brother's nothing like that at all. He's always taken really good care of me, protecting me. But ever since he got that new job...
Huh?
What new job?
Well...
I'm not sure. He just said he was running errands for some guy. The pay was great and not nearly as dangerous as working in the mines. Your brother used to work in the mines?
Yeah. It was real tough on him.
The boss there is super mean. The workers get hurt all the time. My brother was in an accident too once. One of the tunnels collapsed and he got trapped under a big pile of rocks. After that, his head used to hurt all the time. But the alchemist has a really good potion that helps him with the pain.
What do you mean?
You said he's working for some guy? You know who he was talking about?
He wouldn't say.
Honestly, I was afraid he was getting into something shady. But anything's better than working in the mines, so I didn't complain about it.
Actually,
we can help you figure out what happened to your brother. Sounds like he might have gotten tangled up in some of the stuff we're investigating.
You'll really help? Thank you so much!
I promise I'll do my best to help you as well. I'll start by seeing if anything my brother left behind can tell me who he worked for. Just be careful. It's not safe for a child to play detective. Stay out of harm's way.
I'll be careful.
He runs off.
Not bad.
I'm surprised, Nines. You handled that situation well. Finding this kid's brother will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. And also, you know, keeping him from killing other people will also be a bonus, right? Right. What is this? A compliment from you, Victoria? Will the sky fall down next? I take it back. You're still a bumbling idiot. Now come on, we have work to do. Right! Go team! Woo! Oh my goodness, so many choices! So we can go to the market for Anne, it looks like. Go to the alley for Mime. Go home for an objective and for Victoria. Or go to the woods for an objective. Let's ask the chat where you want to go. Where to? Woods, home, alley, or market? Choose! Where are we headed, kids? Oh, I like those two emotes, Jay. That's cool. That's nice. Sexy werewolf, says Jay in the woods. Got no money for market and no mood for home. Let's go to the woods. They were part of the Pride Month emote event. Ah. Sad I missed that. The woods it is.
The ivy woods are silent. Everything is still among the blackened trunks of dead trees, as if the wildlife has also heeded the warnings to stay away.
I'm going with this one.
That's awful.
This is so horrible. It's gone. All of it. Trees, birds. Losing your home like this. If I had been a spirit living in these woods, I would have been sad too. But nothing's here. I knew this would be a waste of time. I understand that you have questions you want answered, Mime, but everything looks just as it did when we were here last. There are no clues left for us here. I guess you're right.
So?
Well, while we're here, we might as well get some samples for Quinn. Maybe they'll be able to figure something out.
You step away to gather a few samples for Quinn. A pinch of dirt, a twig, and dried leaves. It only takes you a minute, and you've completed your task. Victoria then sighs impatiently.
You done? Then let's get out of here. Wait! Did you hear that?
I can't believe this.
Mime, I swear I will...
Shh! Listen! Your group falls silent, listens carefully. After a while, you pick up on the faint sound, too. It sounds like a person singing?
I'm starting to get that feeling again. You know, like back when the shop was burning? I think there might be something dark ahead. Guess someone thought this was a nice place to go practice their tunes. Must be the impeccable acoustics.
Victoria makes a disgruntled noise and pushes past you, towards the sound.
Follow me.
You walk among the black trees, every step taking you all closer to the sound of singing. Stepping out into a small clearing, you find a large willow tree by a small lake. It is black and dead like the rest of the forest, but among its branches sits a small sparrow. The song is coming from the bird, but it is very much the voice of a human woman, singing enthusiastically.
La 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 la, I don't have a tune to sing. There are stories to be told, daring and bold, in the Merry Sparrow's Inn.
Below the tree, resting against the black trunk, sits a man, looking quite pleased with listening to the sparrow's performance. His eyes flicker to you only for a moment, and his smile widens.
It seems more have joined your audience, little one. Why don't you give us an encore?
The bird seems to perfectly understand the man, and puffs up its little chest proudly before throwing itself into another verse. Excuse me.
Come, traveler, with your weary heart, into the dark of the lantern forest. There lies an inn with open doors, where the light is burning the brightest. Let the warmth heal your frozen bones. May the ale in our tallest glass pour. For the pain within your broken soul, we old travelers know just the cure. There's more to this song. There is light to be found within. There are stories to be told, daring and bold, in the Merry Sparrow's Inn.
The bird finishes its song and does a tiny bow, and the stranger claps, smiling brilliantly.
Bravo! Beautifully done.
Let's go with this one.
What's going on here? Some kind of open-air concert?
More like a spontaneous street performance, I think. I was just passing through the area when this lovely one started singing, and I just had to hear it to the end. Wonderful creatures, these sparrows.
It's an abomination, that's what it is. Someone has cursed the bird with magic. Better put it out of its misery.
Now hold on there. There's no reason to act so rashly. The bird is not hurting anyone.
Its very existence is a breach of the law. Who's to say it doesn't carry other, more dangerous curses? If someone got hurt due to our inaction, would you be able to live with that?
You are overreacting. It's an enchanted bird, not some malignant spirit out to eat our souls. The world is not going to end if we let this one go.
This choice will impact your relationships with Victoria and the mysterious stranger. So, who do we agree with, chat? Putting it to a poll. Choose! Victoria or the stranger? 1 minute on the clock. Make your choice. While I take a swig of water. Jesper says the Songbird song has actually been recorded. It just didn't fit in the game's style. It's on the game's soundtrack, however, as a bonus track. Well, how about that? You left it silent so Kyle could make up a tune that was not musically any good. But, you know, Kalu likes it, so there's that. Listen, I can sing if I know what I'm singing. People are leaning towards siding with the stranger. So, that's who we're gonna do. I mean, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We haven't even taken him to dinner yet first.
He's right, Victoria. We can't just kill the poor thing on a mere suspicion. Not all magic has to be evil.
You.
Ah, a voice of reason. How refreshing.
The bird flies off.
And there she goes. No doubt off to add your hero's deed to her song. Sparrows are the patrons of hero stories, after all, and they do have a soft spot for heroic deeds and tragedy. Perhaps that is why she came to sing in this place.
That sounds like something out of the old religion. Such talk is heresy, you know.
You're quite right. I shall ask forgiveness of the Paragons, if I ever meet one.
I
wonder.
Who are you?
You may call me Michael. As for who I am, I always find that's a question best answered over a glass of wine. No?
Wine is great. Can't argue with that.
Well, isn't this neat?
No truer wisdom was ever spoken.
I can see us two getting along quite well already.
Tell me about...
What are you doing out here?
Interesting.
I was searching for answers to a curiosity of mine. Go on. Did you find it? The answer, then? I did. Well, what was it? That's a secret. I'd be more afraid of losing my head if I were you. So scary. You're an odd one. You know that?
Oh, really?
A lone traveler on the road to the nearest tavern is not that rare, I would imagine. I'm actually a lot more curious about you.
A villager leading a mage, a demon hunter, and a spirit into a dead forest. Sounds like a legend about to be told. Or the start of a joke. Hard to tell.
You're right. We are kind of an odd bunch, and... Wait! You see me?
Victoria's hand flies to her sword. Michael, however, only smiles lazily.
How curious.
Of course I see you. You are right here, are you not? But no one is supposed to see me, only... let's do... this one. What are you? Some kind of demon in disguise? That's a good one. Nothing quite that frightening, I can assure you. I'm just a traveler who happens to know a bit of magic. That's all.
There's a sudden rumble of the earth, a deep growl cutting through the air.
What in Aletheros's name was that? Nines, I think this sounds like...
Blasted!
Something's coming. Stay behind me.
The tall willow tree is shaking, the dark hole in the trunk retracting as if taking a deep breath. And a force of darkness bursts out towards your group. Victoria moves to parry, but the darkness knocks her away.
Victoria!
The shadow turns and heads straight towards you.
I think not.
A hand reaches around you, pulls you back. His hands are glowing with a sinister purple light as he commands.
Return to your true form.
The force is frozen mid-air, suspended by a bright glow. It hangs still for a moment before, much like the demon in the shop, its form expands and bursts into the shape of another demon. Insolence! You dare try to stop me!
I believe you are the one rudely interrupting a private moment. I suggest you get lost now.
The purple glow is crackling like fire, swirling in his hands before shooting out as a blast, striking the demon and sending it back, reeling.
Nines! You know what you have to do! Puzzle time! Okay, we need to take this blue one over here.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
And we'll do that. And we'll do this. And then we'll do that. So, that up there. Ninja Models, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to Hacker Clan. Hope you're having a lovely Tuesday.
No! The demon roars as it is sucked into the locket, and then it grows silent, the glow of the artifact slowly fading.
Ooh. Choices, choices. Putting it to you, chat. Choose! Victoria, you okay? Michael, save us. That's one more down. Vote now, or forever hold your peace. You got 1 minute on the clock. Kendra says someone vote Michael for me, please. Since you can't vote. I wonder... There's a new water bottle. Wonder if it wouldn't be better without the straw. Let's find out. New Polly Pocket is a bit extreme. Mm-hmm. I prefer that method. That's better. Is that a hydro flask? I don't know what that means, Kalu. Ooh, we're split on this one. This is real close. But I think, yep, we're going with Michael saved us. Michael saved us. You look up at the man still standing by your side, now wearing a cheeky smile you cannot place. You saved me. Thank you.
Interesting.
Don't mention it. It should be me thanking you, after all. That is a very handy device you've got there, sealing the thing away perfectly. While Michael is staring at your locket with intrigue, Victoria picks herself off of the ground, looking less than pleased. You. Victoria picks up her sword and points it at Michael. Who? Me? Do not play dumb. I saw what you did there. You are a mage. Oh, he's just like Anne then?
No.
He is nothing like me. To think we'd see a chaotic mage here of all places. That is one very suspicious coincidence.
Chaotic, really? You make it sound so violent.
I see myself more as a naturalist magic user. Naturalist magic user. That's the music. But I should expect nothing less from a graduate of the Mage Academy.
Speak, mage. What are you doing here? Enough.
It's no coincidence that a wild mage appeared just before a demon showed up. Enough with the sword already. The demon might have been attracted to my magic, but I didn't come here to be murdered by that thing. I came because of the forest. You did? What do you know of it? Sparrows were singing about a great evil destroying the meadow. I came to see it for myself. Check if this might be some new, corrupted type of nature magic.
Really?
And was it? Did you find out what caused this?
Interesting.
I have a couple of suspicions. The fact that a powerful demon like that showed up certainly makes everything a lot more interesting. Let's start asking questions of our own.
What do you mean?
Excuse me, what do you guys mean when you say chaotic magic? Seriously, what does that word even mean? It is a term used to describe any type of magic that is not authorized by the Empire. Which means, in this little gathering, I am actually the third individual who would fall under such a category. Talk about throwing stones.
Tell me about...
Do you know a lot about this nature magic?
Look.
You pick up a few things here and there, living on the road like I do. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Huh?
Well, why are you doing this? Wouldn't it be much safer for you to stay away? Of course. But what would be the fun in that? Okay, well, we're trying to figure out why these demons are showing up in town, among other things. You say they might be connected? Maybe we can help each other?
Interesting.
That little trinket of yours certainly seems useful. However, I do enjoy my head as it is right now, and your demon hunter friend is sharpening her blade. As if I'd let you off that easily. Let's do... This is probably the best way to appeal to Victoria's sensibilities. Don't you know the saying about keeping your enemies close? I prefer to keep them dead, but you do have a point.
So,
what do you say? You lend us a hand and we'll keep Victoria off your back? A curious proposition. But you are also quite a curious person. I mean, you are also a quite curious person, are you not? After all, it's not the size of the trinket that matters. The stranger steps closer to you and looks you over. Calculating look in his eyes that makes you feel like he is seeing right through you. He smiles. Perhaps you are not quite so ordinary. We're romancing everybody, so. Ooh. How do we address him? Cheerful. You're not quite so ordinary yourself, despite what you've said. I'd love to learn more about you.
Oh, this'll be good.
Oh, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you and I will have our chance to get to know each other very well soon enough.
Very well. I will help you out.
Nakedly.
This looks like it might turn out to be quite amusing after all.
Wow. Thank you.
We are all too horny for this.
Isn't this great, Victoria?
I'm keeping a close eye on you, mage.
I would be disappointed if you didn't.
Well, I, for one, am happy to get new friends. Welcome to the team, Michael.
Thank you, Mime. Now let's go hunt down some demons, shall we?
You're hiding something.
He's very horny, too.
I am a man of many secrets, dear Victoria. You'll have to be more specific.
The reason you're here. You claim you came here to investigate the forest, but that's ludicrous. Why would you willingly put yourself at risk like that? Just, what's in it for you?
It can't possibly be because I'm concerned and want to help.
Unlikely.
So cold. Just like you, I'm here to lend a hand, so we can avoid more incidents like the forest. And as things are now, I'd say you need all the help you can get.
Just know that I'm keeping an eye on you.
I know, and how I feel for those poor eyes. Between me and the alchemist, they must be rolling around your skull, trying to keep up.
He's fun. What a great character. Nice work, Alejandro, also. Okay. I'm gonna take us home for the moment to talk with. Well, I was just gonna go. Let's talk with Victoria. The streets outside the shop are as busy as usual. People take a wide berth around the alchemy shop when they pass by. Whether it's the rumors of the fire or Victoria's imposing figure scaring them off is anyone's guess. I made the game this horny? I mean, come on. Come on. That's not my fault. You guys chose romance. Overwhelmingly chose romance. I'm just leaning into it. You know, with such an imposing aura standing guard outside, we're never gonna get any customers. I think the spreading rumors of the fire are doing that all by themselves. I'm surprised anyone is even out in the streets. Was there something you wanted? Yeah.
About that.
When that demon attacked in the shop, you cut it down like it was nothing. Where did you learn to fight like that?
Look.
That's a rather obvious question, isn't it? I'm a Kniggit. Sometimes Kniggits have to fight. So I learned. It's that simple. Knights don't usually fight demons, though. In fact, I believe only demon hunters and mages have that skill, so how did you do it? You are free to believe whatever you want. I am confident in my ability to slay both demon and human. That is all you need to know. You're not going to tell me where your power comes from, are you?
No.
You catch on quick.
About that.
Okay, that woman, Alethea, who is she to you?
What is it?
She's my commander, one of the greatest the Empire has ever had. I get my orders from her and carry them out. That's that.
I'll be off then.
Okay, well, that's it for now. See you later.
I am not getting paid enough for this.
Finally, let's get back to our mission.
How curious.
Michael, you're staring. Why are you staring?
Because you're sexy.
My apologies. I was lost in thought. I've seen many spirits in my travels, but no one quite like you, Mime.
I don't think I've ever seen a traveler quite like you either. You're a lot more colorful.
I can imagine. Here's to defying expectations.
Now, keys! Now we're gonna go talk to Elizabeth real quick.
Welcome back.
Oh, hello there, Knights. Welcome back. Did you need something?
So,
I picked up the ingredients from Quinn. It won't refill our stock, but it should be enough to get us started.
Well done.
Excellent. Yes, these will do nicely. Are you ready to give the alchemy locket of yours a try? That alchemy locket of yours a try, then?
I'll do it.
I'm ready. Let's do this. Begin by placing ingredients into the table. Okay. Oh, and then I choose where to put them. Got it. Press mix to begin mixing ingredients. Okay. Match any pattern to discover a new recipe. Well, let's put that in there. And then let's put that in there. And then let's put, sure, that in there, too. I made strong headache remedy. I already knew how to make that one. Oopsie. Oopsie poopsie. Well, in that case, let's... What just happened? Why did you come out? There we go. No, hey, I'm trying to spin that. I don't understand. Oh, I have to turn with... No. It's not letting me spin anything. Oh, I have to hit mix. Ah, I see. I had to hit mix first. Okay. That is the same thing as before. Wait. No, it's not. That's that thing on the bottom.
Whoa, look at
A
that!
healing potion. Ooh, I want to do that and then this one. No? No, not that one. This one. See what that is.
Another discovery!
Haha, mosquito repellent. This is a fun mechanic. I did it again. Oh, nope, not that. Or, actually, yeah, let's go for that. Why not? And we'll keep that, and we'll put this in.
Whoa, look at
Strong mosquito repellent. Haha! Alright. Well, this is fun, but I don't know what we're really accomplishing right now. Done for now? Very well. You step away from the table and glance over your recipe book. There are still new potions for you to discover. Perhaps you should come back and try to fill it out later. You might impress Elizabeth. Then you could get horny with her, too. I have some questions.
I see.
Of course. What would you like to know?
I'll be off then.
Nothing, apparently. I should get going. There's still a lot left to be done. I understand. I'll be here in case you have any other questions.
Be careful out there.
All right, cool. I think that's where I'm going to call it for today. This is going to be a fun playthrough, though. I like it a lot. I'm going to take us back over to the futon. So, guys, I'm going to be trying to stream a little bit more often. Obviously more often than I was streaming prior to yesterday, because it had been months. I did get confirmation that I think I've got a writing gig coming up while I was streaming today, so we'll see what kind of time I've got on my hands. We'll see. I don't know. But I will keep you posted on intended streaming schedule stuff. And in fact, I'm looking at my calendar. There's a strong possibility I will be streaming tomorrow, probably around the same time at noon Pacific time. And we'll just continue on this adventure for right now, I think. Seems like fun. Also possible I'll jump in with an unscheduled stream at any point where I'll be playing whatever I feel like. Maybe Dead by Daylight, maybe Valorant, maybe Sea of Thieves, I don't know, something. And also, please, please, please do me a favor. Head over to BNB Tabletop here on twitch.tv, twitch.tv/BNB Tabletop. Give that channel a follow. That's my board game channel. I am streaming with the guys tonight. We are playing Wonderland's War against you guys, the stream. It's Wonderland's War versus the stream with me, and I believe all three of the main hosts are coming over tonight, Dustin and both of the Erics. So, please, come hang out. Come try and beat us at a board game. You'll probably succeed at beating at least two of us, honestly. Dustin and mostly Eric will probably win. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will see you tonight on BNB Tabletop, and probably tomorrow, honestly, with some more Arcadia Fallen. Thanks, guys. See you later.